Hey, this is Blind Fox, and welcome at my ration review. Please support the channel, please subscribe, and please go and donate at patreon.com. Today I've got another ration from America, supplied by the family. We've got a Backcountry yep. It is a double ration. Peaks, this is Peaks Refuel. This is a 2-person ration. It is a Backcountry Bison bowl. Sort of a chunky little bison bits with a creamy sauce. And there is some rice, beans, and buttermilk biscuits. I did have biscuits in creamy sauce from the family before, but this is not the same. There's the rest of the front. We get the back, we've got how you prepare it, you tear it open, there's an oxygen absorber in there somewhere. You pop in 1 3/4 cup of water, you stir it, let stand for 10 minutes, stir it again and eat, and preferably apparently you break up the biscuit bits. But me, I like my biscuit bits crunchy. So let's see if you can read this. I'm gonna just hover it there, hope you can read it. So do pause. I think I'm going to do half this ration because it's a 2-man ration, and then I'm going to wait until tomorrow, my time, and do it again and see how it turns out. Okay, let's just zoom in and get my stuff ready. Okay. Here we've got our stuff, there we've got 1 serving. So we've got calories, 460 calories per serving, 950 in the whole bunch. How they get to that number and that number I don't know, but well. We've got total fat, saturated fat, trans fats, and cholesterol. So total fat, we've got 20 grams. In the serving, 26% of your daily intake, very fatty, 40 grams in for the whole pack, 51% of your daily fat intake, so don't eat this on your own. Then with the saturated fat, we've got 10 grams, which is 50% of your daily intake. The other one has got 20 grams, which is 100% of your intake. So again, very much fatty. Trans fats, no trans fats. We've got cholesterol. 65 milligrams, which is 22% of your daily intake, and 125 milligrams, which is 42% of your daily intake if you munch this whole pack up. Sodium, we've got 740 milligrams, 52% of your daily intake, a lot of salt. 1,480 milligrams, which is 64% of your daily intake. So if you don't have realized yet, don't eat this whole pack on your own. We've got total carbohydrates, dietary fiber, total sugar, and then including added sugars. So let's see, total carbohydrates give you 53 grams, which is 19% of your daily intake. 100 grams here, 106 grams, which is 59% of your daily intake. Our dietary fiber, 4 grams, 14% of your daily intake. 8 grams, which is 29%. So you get the whole thing. Do not eat this whole thing up. Total sugar, 7 grams. 15 grams there. They don't say what is your daily intake. Including added sugar, we've got 3 grams. Around what, it's 6% of your daily intake, sort of 12%. Yes, that makes sense. Protein gives you 21 grams, which is, they don't say, 42 grams. Then we've got vitamin D, calcium, iron, potassium. So vitamin D is nothing. Calcium is 159 milligrams, which is 10% of your daily intake. Here we've got 318, and of course 25% of your daily intake. Interesting how this stuff differs. We've got iron and potassium. Iron is 5 milligrams, which is 50% of your daily intake. 11 milligrams, which is 60% of your daily. Yeah. And then we've got 478 milligrams of potassium, 10%, and 950, which is 20%. So the main conclusion here is, if you are worried about your calorie and whatever intake, do not eat this whole pack. It is slightly big. It weighs 200 grams, which is a net weight 85 ounces or something, and that is without any water added. So if I do a very quick maths, this is a cup, 250 grams, plus some more, let's say 375. This gives you around over 500 grams of food. Very much related, I think, to the mild cold weathers, the amount of food actually. If I did my sums right, because it's a cup, it's a 220, so it gives you 450 with adding a cup, 550, yes, 575, plus a bit. So maybe, I don't know, maybe 600 calories. So it's more than mild cold weather. Or 600 grams actually, sorry, we're counting of grams, if this is mixed. And mild cold weather, I think, is around, you add half, more or less, I think, almost the same amount of stuff, but it's quite a lot of food, so don't eat this all on your own. I'm going to mix this. You use the chopsticks to mix this because it's just easier. You don't poke holes in these. Boil some water and I will be back. So while we are waiting, I found a little biscuit that was not contaminated by other stuff. You get 2 nice round biscuits in here, so you really have to break them up to get them anyway moist. I'm gonna leave, as I said, half the ration around that over for tomorrow. What I'm not gonna do is leave the biscuits, because I hate a soggy biscuit. Or a too soggy biscuit. So here we go. You do get the taste of the sauce on here. But hey, I like freeze-dried biscuits. It's almost like a rusk. Not normally as hard, but it's very similar. And it doesn't have you don't get the oven. If you make a rusk in the oven, for us when you dry it, you get sort of a roasty taste as well. Here you don't get that, you just get the nice dried rusk. And I actually would eat the biscuits before I eat this meal, frankly, just because I so like it. I hope I mixed it well. I did add the correct amount of water. This must now just sit and soak it all up. So see you when that happened. I just hope I gave you long enough time. So there we go. We've got our Bison creamy rice and bean biscuit. I think that's a nice biscuit, though, maybe. Yep, biscuit. I like the biscuit. It's a bit soft for my taste now, but hey, this is a nice biscuit. Really nice. It's not a strongly flavored dish, but you do taste the creaminess. Maybe if I add a bit more water there might be more sauce, but I don't think that would be too saucy for this. There is beans, there is rice, there is bison meat. The texture is much the same as a lot of freeze-dried stuff, the meat's texture. The rice has got a fine, well, reconstitute nicely, and beans normally also as well. Just the beef that reconstitute funny, or the meat anyway, so the bison. But it's nice crumbs, so it doesn't really make a difference. If you like the taste, you taste the beans, you taste the rice, get the creamy sauce. Although there isn't a lot of loose sauce around, I don't know if I will add more water because then it's too soupy. This I think is just the right structure. And because we use hot water and this stuff is always very, very hot. Freeze-dried meals for me is always more hotter than ration heater meals. Simply because you add boiling water to the thing and then you let it stand for 10 minutes. And the water actually gets into the food. Ration heating food is not as hot. This stuff is always hot straight through. Yeah, so you can see there's a lot of food here. Not gonna eat it all. As I said, I'm gonna leave some for tomorrow. And I'll pop back and do another little video. I may use a bit of the intro so that you can just, if people didn't see the first one, for the nutritional details and such. But this thing does have a ziplock, so you can lock it close and put it in your fridge overnight. I won't advise leaving this if you are on a camping trip or something overnight. That might not be the right thing for it. I don't know if you get told, yeah, it won't, I don't think it would be a good idea, but this, since I have a refrigerator, I'll just close this, let it cool a bit anyway first, close it, and then pop it in there for the night. And see how it tastes tomorrow morning. I'll heat it in the microwave then, not in this thing because it's foil lined, and it will screw up my microwave. I'll heat it in a plate, and I'll bring it and I'll show you it then. So thanks for watching. So this was the beans and bison and biscuit meal. There's bison in there. There's cream sauce, some biscuits. 2 of them, very nice. I like them actually raw. By the way, this is the oxygen absorber that's in there, and it's a massive one. And there's some beans and some rice in there. Really nice. Not strong flavors, but it's a nice creaminess. Quite interesting. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel. Please subscribe. Please go and donate on patreon.com, and see you at my next ration review.